just a peek. The River Chionthar. I'd know those clear waters anywhere. This better be good. What have we here? Let's chew the fat.
You're alive. I'm alive. I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing. You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us. You're more concerned for her than she is for you, clearly. We need to take care of ourselves. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads. Wait! Charging off by yourself sounds like a fine way to get killed. We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company. One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
The pride of the gate.
I'm ready.
Sharp as ever. Where am I needed?
Whatever comes, I'm ready. No time to dally.
Sharp as ever. And I'm off. I love surprises. More of those wretched things. Those tentacles look nasty. One hit, and it's over.
Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
The pride of the gate. Ever onward. Easy enough. This better be good.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others? There. Can you see it?
Just a dumb boar. You're relieved, until you see the flash of a dagger.
Don't we? I saw you on the ship. Free, scuttling about. You're in league with them, aren't you? Those tentacle... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on? The worm. Of course. That explains things, somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies. Indeed we are. Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. My, you've been busy. So, did you learn anything about these worms while wandering the ship? Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time. Well, yes, of course. But first things first. You know, I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And anyone that can crash a Mind Flayer ship and walk away seems like a good person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
A word, if I may.
Away! Away! You're all the same. Too many of my kind died because of your spears, but not me! There, a Mind Flayer, and it's hurt.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion. Yes, you feel hate. And you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere. Your minds fuse, lusting for something that is gone. But then its grip claws back with a vengeance, a vice locking your mind into obedience. It needs sustenance to survive, and with your very body, you can provide. The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice. The monster's tentacles twitch weak.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
Maybe.
What have we here?
Look there, on the wall. A hand? Anyone? Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now,
quick little pull should do the trick. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this. At magic. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well. I don't know what transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces and I suddenly found myself in freefall. As I was plummeting to certain death, I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side, as it were. How about you? How did you survive the fall? Fair enough. But even so, I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy. Back on the ship, you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. Were you not? The insertee we speak of, this parasite? Are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceremorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt. But I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them. As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together? Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Well, hello. Shall we? Let's see here. Broken. Must have been here a while.
You think it's dangerous?
Of course it's dangerous. Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
He's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast. You didn't hear it? Shook our camp good, so we came for a look. Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound, she can mend it.
And be careful. There are goblin traps everywhere.
Nymessa, come.
Enough gawking. Get me down. Never.
Just be quick.
Observe.
Questionable intellect. Unsurprising.
Release me, or enjoy a future as Geich. Mind flayers. The atrocities we are becoming.
I know a remedy.
Get me down.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious.
But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks. You are full up. Dismiss your weakest warrior. Very well, but heed my words. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zorru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. I must interrogate this Zorru. Our very lives depend on it. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
Subtle steps.
I hear shouting up ahead.
We should check it out, but be careful.
Hurry! Please! The goblins are on us!
Open the bloody gate!
Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders!
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Please! There's no time!
By the 9 hells! Open the gate!
Form a line!
Favors the fearless.
Focus, strike true.
There's blood in the air. Battle favors the fearless.
I'll bleed every last one of you!
Let's go.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
The Sword Coast is better off for it.
They were tenacious. I wonder what they wanted here, other than bloodshed.
I just wonder if the grubby little beasts have any friends, and if they're nearby.
What am I to do?
Watch your back.
Anytime I need it.
I wonder what the next move is.
What now? Direct me.
With ease.
There are children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
We lost him back at the ruins. Whole place is crawling with gobos.
He trusted you.
Nobody forced him to go with us. He insisted. And when things got tough, he couldn't keep up. Simple as that.
My God, you're a coward.
The human's eye twitches. He's about to blow.
No one leaves my people out cold. Only way he shut that hole under his nose. He was right, though. Coming back to this hellhole was a mistake no amount of gold can put right. I'd rather face another round of goblins than stay in this pit.
For once.
Hardly the intelligent way to solve your problem.
Regression. A cheap shot. I should have expected that.
Did I now? It makes no matter. This grove has problems enough. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve. Goblin got you. The druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he didn't make it back from Aradin's expedition. If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the other druids in the inner grove. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. Thank you again for your help out. If you'll excuse me.
At once.
Aradin's back with his tail between his legs. I'm glad. Hells, I didn't mean it that way. Halsin's important.
but you're the first bit of good faith we've had since he left. Keep your wits about you. Things are tense with the druids here. Never ends.
Cannon? He's not breathing! Go find a healer!
It's too late. He's gone.
No! And I know who.
One crisis after another.
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate.
I care about our lives. Our futures.
No, you just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
Take that back. Right.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
We don't even know these people.
That doesn't matter.
Of course it does. You would choose strangers over us.
That's not what I said.
Can we stop shouting? No? Calm down. Please.
I won't leave them behind.
You're going to get us killed.
Sylvanas, guide your path.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once. Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this. Zerg. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throats slit by goblin blade.
Thank you, Roland.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon. I am not grumpy.
place is a bloody death trap, not a... Can't keep the goblins out forever.
That ox.
This is no fortress.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. You haven't seen anything yet, mister. Go on. Take the ring and watch your fortune change. Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails? Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested? Hey, hold on, you gotta pay for that. You got it. One sec. That's what I got. Nothing caught your...
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn. You see her hand in your bags and the shame in her heart.
Hey, you here to trade or...? Yeah, I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you. Fine. I'm not so good at counting, but I think any percentage of 0 is 0. Look, you caught her. Good for you. You aren't a chump like everyone else around here. Now, do me a favor. Make room for the chumps.
What's that?
Well, this seems like a lovely little spot. the sense of impending doom aside.
Checking things out.
Please, let us through.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrashem, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Come, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, get back! Stop! Another step, and Magrin will tear you open like a sack of grain. Keep back! Force my hand, and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh. I understand. You! Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
I love surprises.
I thought you were housing.
The boar prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching.
Where's Halsin? Promise me a mate.
Time for a chat.
I'm sleeping. Okay.
Would that we could speak freely, my Earthside friend.
Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind.
Yes, I'm quite aware. You there! Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue and wielded magic blowguns. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the Absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use.
What's this now?
What can you tell me about
I'm sorry. I'm sorry!
Have you lost your senses, Koga? Release her.
She stole the...
Please! I'm sorry.
This is madness, Koga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. We will speak soon enough. First, judgment must be passed. The parasite eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Koga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it. No. The tiefling remains until the rite is complete.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike.
Yes. She is more valuable out there than in here. Sif, Tila, to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Koga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. Positive. You can trust me on that. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
That
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions? Ha! And you don't? You're wholly without vice or sin, or the occasional lapse in judgment? No. You don't strike me as quite that boring.
The rat watches your movements, but does not speak. The rat watches your movements, but does... The rat watches your move. The rat The rat... The rat doesn't respond. It simply bares its teeth.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts? No, wait. You smell fresh. Safe. You can stay, if you must.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster? Yes, you would say so. I know your kind. You see only villains and victims. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother. You call her monster. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. She stole the idol of Sylvanas during prayer, and interrupted the rite. Why? I don't know or care. The Rite of Thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanas demands that we choke them out. Nothing! They've done everything. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to the Tiefling leader. Zevlor, he's called. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. Then they soon know the sting of my venom. Get out. We have no more business.
Child. A devil child! One who tried to steal from us! Yet she failed. That's what matters.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
This may be cat.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe. Crawled in? Some sort of bug? Or... Wait, did it look like a tadpole? But from your worst nightmare? All slime, teeth, and tentacles. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
There's something in that vat.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. I'll do the best I can. I'm no Master Halsin, mind. He'd have your tadpole out like that. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I'm interested in the procedure, actually. Please, go ahead.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
She shifts uneasily, hesitating. Something's off.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening? Protected from on high? Sounds like the drow. Master Halsin said he was tougher than he had any right to be. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not? I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, There's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Could be. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. The thing is, I've sent birds to find him. But the place is rotten with goblins. None of us can even get close. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath. Step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Why vein poison? Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
Poison's not my style. Nor's becoming a mind flayer. We'll have to make sure to steer clear of both eventualities.
Better to have more options than fewer. If you start shouting particles, I'll pour it down your throat myself.
By letting that child escape without consequence. We might as well have lain on the ground and let them trample us.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
It's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does.
Speak freely, my Earthheim friend.
Hey, you here to trade or? Yeah, I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you. Want all you want. She's somewhere safe and staying that way. Look, you caught her. Good for you. You want a chump like... Now, do me a favor.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Vex?
No helping it. We're exposed.
What I do? Right. I've got food, water, my dagger.
Die if I met Leroic and reeking of this place.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
Damn druids. Who uses wooden tools?
How long do you think we've got before the goblins come? We should be getting drunk at least. No fun waiting for death sober.
Swing and swing and...
We should be getting drunk at least.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon. I am not grumpy. The scowl on your face would frighten a troll. You're an idiot.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? No, the druids are too powerful. We can't stand against them all. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense. It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly.
Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter.
It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task. I suppose so. We don't have much, but we'll scrape together whatever we can. Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you.
We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
No word from the scouts yet?
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes. Of course.
No helping it. We're exposed now. We should be getting drunk at least. No fun waiting for death sober.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?